In 2022, though, obviously, last out of the World Series, caught at home by you. So, one, how freaking awesome to catch the last out of a World Series championship. But you had to run a bit for that ball from what I
Yeah.
remember. Was anything out of the norm going through your head as you're running after that ball? Obviously, playing right field, you run for a ball in foul territory. You have a bunch of things going through your head. Can I get there? Blah, blah, blah. Do I need to slide? Do
Mhm.
I need to dive? But you're going to catch the last out of the entire season. Were you thinking about anything in your head running after that ball?
I mean, I was definitely like that was probably the hardest run I've had just because I was like, we gotta do this because I mean, once we get this out, like it means we won the World Series, obviously. So I was like, I mean, I was booking it over there. I was like, I'm gonna call whoever, whether it's Hosey or whoever else is trying to call this, like I'm gonna call them off to try and get this ball. And then I was like, I gotta put it in my pocket, not let it go get away from me after I catch it. But I wasn't sure if it was gonna be like kind of in the netting or like foul territory or
Yeah.
whatever. So I was just trying to get over there, and I mean, if it was, I was just gonna dive through the net or something. But I mean, obviously, stay and play, and we were able to make that last out and win the World Series. So that was a pretty special moment. Still have the ball and everything. So it's obviously one pretty cool to win a World Series. And then two to have the last out.
I was going to say, take me through the moments after you caught it. So you did put the ball in your pocket.
Yeah, I still got the ball. I wasn't gonna let that go anywhere.
And you turn around, I feel like Mancini was like right there. The second you
Oh
caught
yeah,
it, he was right in your face.
I thought he was gonna run right over me. He was like, I was like, I caught it, like kind of spun around or whatever, and then I see like him running at me like a train. I was like, I gotta like brace myself. But I mean, I could see the look on his face. He was so excited and everything. Obviously, just like everyone else was, but it was a pretty special moment.
Where does that catch specifically for you personally rank in career moments for you? Not the fact of winning a World Series, but like that catching the last out of a World Series. What's your favorite moment from your career so far?
Obviously, I've probably had like some better like catches in terms of like robbing a homer or like
Yeah.
diving or something. But like in terms of like special catches, has to be number one just because the last out of the World Series. So I'd probably rank that as number one in terms of that. But in terms of like difficultness, like I just kind of ran over and caught it. But obviously it has to be up there. Probably as number one in my career
Yeah.
for catches just because of that moment.
Since you've been in the league, you've never not been in the ALCS,
Mhm.
which is insane. Would you consider this Astros run of seven straight ALCS appearances, four AL pennants in 7 years, and two World Series titles a dynasty?
Probably. I mean, just having the opportunity to play, because I mean, I feel like a lot of people can play 10 plus years and never have an opportunity to play in an AL or NLCS or
Yeah.
have an opportunity to play in a World Series, and just like having teams over the course of like the 7 or 8 years or so, just being able to maintain that and winning. Obviously, we wish we could have won a couple more, but just winning a few World Series and just being able to be in that opportunity and everything, I kind of think speaks volumes to the kind of players that we have just year in and year out and the kind of coaching staff and the organization that we are. But yeah, I mean, I think it's been, extremely special. Like I said, people don't really have opportunities like this all the time. And
Yeah.
we've been very fortunate enough to have this, for the past 7, 8 years.
Yeah. I agree with you. It's insane, especially in baseball where
Mhm.
there's really no repeating in baseball. It's only happened a couple times in history, and to be that consistent for the better part of a decade in this sport with multiple titles included. I've been saying it since the last one in 22. I do think what the Astros are in the midst of right now would be considered a dynasty, but season's about to begin. You get to do it all again, and this year, and starts in just a few days, really.
Mhm.
Opening day, Kyle Tucker comes up to the plate. We expecting batting gloves or no batting gloves on opening day? What's that look like?
I always love how this is always like a big topic, like only for like me, because like everyone else wears batting gloves, so it's like normal. But
Because I think you, here's what I personally think. I think you wanted to be a no batting gloves guy, but I think you're a little superstitious. So I think when it's not going well, then you switch to batting gloves.
Yeah.
But then there's been a lot of switches in the career. So I feel like you're now known as a guy that's like, hey, what's he gonna do? I don't know. It kind of depends on how he's feeling.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'll be rocking them this year. At least obviously, as long as I can have success with them, I'll keep rocking them. Kind of like how you were saying, like if I'm not wearing, like I never really wore them too much. I was just like sporadically kind of wear them, but that was kind of more of I was struggling, just kind of trying to find a swing and kind of just a different feel at the box. So that was kind of one of the reasons why I would like wear them every now and then.
Yeah.
And then last year I just started hitting well when I was wearing them, and I just didn't want to take them off because I was like, maybe I'm not going to hit as well.
Yeah.
So that's kind of, and then I wore them for a better part of last year. So I'll at least stick with them for now during the season. Yeah.
All right, Cal, fun segment here where I need you to finish the sentence for me. You ready?
All right.
If nobody got me.
Kyle Tucker got me.
And that's the end of the segment. That's the only one we got. How did this start?
I don't know. I mean, obviously, like people throw up memes just throughout the year on like funny stuff or whatever. And I kind of just, I guess someone just kind of made it and run with it. And then obviously social media with fans and everything kind of just pick up on it and keep it going. So that's kind of how that started, and kind of with like the King Tuck stuff. Like people just kind of rolled with it. Some people started wearing crowns in the stadium. Next thing you know, like a few more and stuff like that kind of just snowballs and
Now the
becomes a
whole
bigger.
bleachers do it out there. It's cool.
Yeah. So I mean, I think it's great. I mean, I think it's interactive and it keeps, the fans engaged and enjoying it. So yeah, I'm all for it.
Thanks for watching. If you love flipping bats, swinging 3-0, or just talking ball, join us. Call us at 213-537-9339 with your questions. We have a weekly guest, and we have a lot of fun, so hit that subscribe button.